In this video, I am going to show you how to create a standard template for all of your drawings. We are going to start by marking the top of our paper at 1/2 inch. So you put your paper on the 0, not the end of your scale, and we'll mark at the 1/2 inch. Use your T-square, which is nice and snug against the side of your table. Move it so it is lined up with your one dot and draw a line. You want to make sure that your lines are nice and light. Those are called construction lines. I will be making mine a little darker so that you can see it on the paper. Because we've made sure that our paper is lined up with our T-square, my line should be parallel to the edge of my paper. If it's not, that's okay. Continue to work off of this line for your future drawings. At the bottom of our paper, we're going to measure up 1/4 of an inch. And we will place our T-square until it lines up with that and draw your line. You might notice as I'm drawing, I am slightly spinning my pencil. That's to help keep our pencil lead the same thickness across the entire length. Now, in addition, on the bottom, we've started our top border and our bottom border. We are now going to start creating the title block. We're going to have 3 lines, 1/8 inch apart. So I will measure from the line I just drew 1/8 of an inch. One time, 1/8 of an inch. A second time, 1/8 of an inch. A third time. Draw each of those lines. You especially want to make sure that these lines are nice and light. I would like to start making the border on my left side and my right side. From the left side, I am going to mark 1/4 inch. Using one of my 2 triangles, it does not matter which one, I am going to place the edge of my triangle against the edge of my T-square. Slide your triangle over until it lines up with your dot. Draw your vertical line. Your T-square should never move from the horizontal position. From the right side, I'm going to measure 1/4 of an inch. And repeat the same. Make sure your triangle has an edge securely along your T-square. We now have a border and we have the beginnings of our title block. We will now block out where we need to be placing our name. From the left border, not the edge of your paper, but the line we drew just a moment ago, you will measure over 3.5 inches. Draw a vertical line using your T-square and triangle together, just inside of those 3 lines. From the right side, we're going to mark 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. Draw vertical lines at those 3 places. In the first box, this is where your name will go. In the next box, this is where the drawing name will go. Remember to use your good drafting lettering. The first of the 1-inch boxes is where the date will go. The second of the 1-inch boxes, this is where the scale will go. Most of our drawings that we will be doing will be a 1-to-1 ratio. Lastly, this is where the drawing number goes. And for our purposes, we will leave that as a number 1 until we get further into the semester. The last thing before we conclude is to find the center of our paper. And as we know, the fastest way to find the center of our drawing area is by connecting corner to corner. And once we have that center, we can put a vertical line in and a horizontal line. Your paper is now ready for its first drawing. Every drawing you turn in will have this template unless otherwise stated.